Hello, you degenerate old schoolers, and welcome back to another episode of The Orb. We are back to an Xpoints match tonight. I am playing my opponent, Matt, and he's built a real rapey prison deck. Built the prison, added an extra rape. So let's take a look at this deck. Before we do, be sure and find the subscribe button so you can catch my next video, and the one after that, and the one after that, and the one after that, and blah blah blah. So enough words, onto the decks. And here's a look at Matt's deck. It's blue, and technically it's also green. It does have one Sylvan Library in there to help him dig, but that's not part of the Nightmare. The Nightmare is the Mana Short and the 3 Winter Orbs and the 4 Stasis. Or is it Stasis? And the 4 Time Vaults. Either way, that is the prison. He gains life with Ivory Tower. He taps your shit down with a Power Sink, Mana Short, a Twiddle if he needs to. 4 Howling Mines are out there. And then, he has one of 2 win conditions in this deck. He can either, shut off his own Howling Mines and make you draw out, or skip turns and make you draw out. So that's one win condition. No cards left in your library. The other win condition is he can make you cry so much until your body hydrates, withers away, and you dehydrates until you wither away and fucking die from playing this deck. I think he's trying to get most people on the second win condition, just where you die. Not in the game of Magic, but in real life. The deck can be so soul-crushing. He's got all 10 points wrapped up in the 5 Moxen, a couple Felwar Stone for extra ramp. I guess that's to get around his Winter Orb. He also has 3 Tabbies, Tabernacle of Pendrell Vale, to make your creatures go bye-bye after he taps all your lands down. I also love the 1 reset that's in there. It's out of Legends. A great way to untap all your mana on your opponent's turn. His sideboard, I really like the spicy power leaks in there. There's 2 power leaks, with a Winter Orb or Stasis down, and you're skipping your turns. If your opponent fucks up and plays an enchantment, that power leak is going to sit there and eat at him turn after turn after turn. A couple extra Relic Barriers, Hurkyl's Recalls, 4 Blue Elemental Blasts, 4th Ivory Tower, a 4th Tabby. Up top, Chaos Orb doesn't even make the cut of the main deck. I guess that 3 to use is a little too high for this deck. 1 Winter Orb and 1 Felden's Cane in case some asshole wants to reshuffle their library. He needs to do the same. So I do kind of like the thought process behind this deck. You build the walls up, you don't let your opponent do anything, and then it's just soul-crushing. Like the weight of the universe sitting on your chest. It'll crush your soul. So this is Matt's deck. Let's go take a quick look at my deck for the month. And here's a look at my deck for the month. It's red, it's white, it's pink weenie. I have a jam pack full of Savannah Lions, Atogs, and Sarah Angels for the win. And other than that, I have, the burn package. I have Lightning Bolts, Chain Lightnings. I have 4 Moxen and a Draw 7, a Wheel of Fortune. I have some Artifact Hate, Onks and Mishras, and Black Vices, Copper Tablets, which I love, Winter Orbs, which will probably be coming out in the sideboard after checking out Matt's deck. God knows I don't need to tap down his land. He's willing to do it for himself. I do have 1 Chaos Orb, a City in a Bottle, which won't be very effective. And then my sideboard will probably help pick up and do some heavy lifting for me. I do have some disenchants in there. Swords to Plowshares will be dead cards. Tormont Script, dead cards. Earthquake won't be useful at all. Blood Moon's probably not either. But those 3 Red Elemental Blasts hopefully can do some heavy lifting for me. This will be the last normal round of play for the month for me, as my final opponent decided not to show up and play me. He shall remain nameless. We'll go ahead and call him Jason. Alright, enough said. off to the games. Alright, here we are with game number 1. I'm on the Darth Vader playmat. I won the die roll, so I get to play. Matt's checking out his grip of cards. I fire down a plateau and some immediate burn to the face. Matt drops to 17 from the Chain Lightning. And plays out a Tropical and a pass. One thing about Matt's deck, it does only take about 2 mana to do everything in his deck. Second turn for me, fire down a Plains and a fucking Hungry Atog. Oh, look at this. Matt fires down a Tabernacle, Pindervale. My Atog now costs me 1 in my upkeep to keep alive, 1 colorless. Play out a Mountain and a pass. Matt gets down an island. Oh, here we go. The only green card in his deck. Sylvan Library's out. That'll help him dig. I am moving my Plains next to my A-Dog to try and keep him in play. A-Tog in for 1 more. And a Copper Tablet. Copper Tablet may be a problem for Matt. I mean, granted, he can skip turns with the Time Vault and let me take upkeep damage. But until he gets that set up, that thing's going to keep nicking away 1 life a turn. And he's already down to 14, so 6 damage in. He's taking a walk through his library, picking out his favorite card of the top 3. Fires down another island. And Time Vault. And a Twiddle. What a pain in the ass. Look at this go. So, he just took another turn. All it cost him were a couple cards. And 1 damage from that Copper Tablet. He's back to taking another walk through his library. I mean, this feels fucking dirty on my end for what he's doing. He is absolutely setting up this prison. Ooh, look at this. Taking an extra card. 4 damage. He is down to 9. This game is hauling ass. Oh, and he's playing Stasis. Matt loves to make new friends with Stasis. It's one of his favorite pastimes. And here's the prison that I was referring to. The only bad news is he's really got 9 turns to figure some shit out until that Copper Tablet eats him alive. Copper Tablet does get after me for another for 1. I go to 19. First damage dealt to myself. Play a mountain. Tap 2. Winter Orb. We'll see if this is a problem for him. As I'm sure he wants to do things. Oh, look at this. He is taking another Time Vault turn. I should be dropping to 18 from the Copper Tablet. There I go. 18. I find a Plains. 5 land tap. Looks like I have 2 cards in hand. That pretty well has a full grip or close to it. Pass to Matt. He pays for Stasis. There is no untap phase. Upkeep, he gets poked in the face for 1 with Copper Tablet. He is down to 8. So that clock is absolutely ticking by. Looks like he passes. 17 in my upkeep. And I pass with 3. Matt lets Stasis die, leaving 2 blue untapped. He just takes 1. Taps 2, Relic Barrier. That works well with the Winter Orb, I hear. Yeah, okay. He shuts down my Winter Orb and then takes another turn. What a pro move. Bad news is that copper tablet is fucking waterboarding him in his own prison. He's down to 6. He's got a lot of work to do before I draw my deck out or cry myself to death. I mean, I'm sure I've shed a few tears by this point. Just being under that stasis lock with the Time Vault out. Extra bonus points. Matt's dog came to visit there just a second ago in the background. Bonus points taken away for playing another fucking stasis, though, Matt. That's on you. So, what a nightmare, but he does need to figure something out in a hurry. He doesn't really have a way to deal out that damage. I'm down to 16. Find a Sapphire. Doesn't really help me. Nothing on my deck's blue. Yeah, skips a turn, untaps the Time Vault. I'm down to 15. 4 cards in hand. Still can't do shit. Matt's going to 5. Takes a walk through the Sylvan, draws 1. So, yeah, I pretend like I get to untap, but that doesn't happen with Stasis out. The pile on land is useless. Rip 1 off the top. And quick pass with 5 cards in hand. He has got to answer this copper tablet. Boomerang. Boomerang on Stasis. Okay, well that's something. Guess he did that, yep, into his turn. He's untapping everything as my Winter Orb's still tapped. Not a bad deal. Stasis is back in his hand. Another stroll through the library. I mean, I think without that tablet, I would have maybe be packing it in. Yeah, taps down a Moxen for me. Thank you. Taps 2 and plays a Howling Mine. Okay. And plays another Time Vault. Takes a turn. Wow. A lot was done on that turn. Good news is, Copper Tablet sticks him for another one. He's down to 3. Lightning Bolt away from dying. I've played one of my 8 burn spells I have that cost 1 and deal 3 damage. So Matt gets to look at 4 cards with that Howling Mine in play. Twiddling the Time Vault, going to 2. Copper Tablet's like an angry CIA agent. Going for the full-blown waterboard death. So, thank goodness he plays out Stasis again. And I have an immediate bolt. Let's see if he has an answer. Yep, Power Sink. He snuck out that Stasis. I don't see him have any mana that's tapped. skips a turn. So Copper Tablet's kind of hurting me here. Puts me at 13. I am all the way tapped out from that power sink. I get to rip 2 cards off the top. Ooh, find a Mox Pearl. Really doesn't help a whole lot. The only one casting cost card I have in there is the Savannah Lions that's white. And that Tabby, I'll just send them to the bin in my upkeep. So Matt's untapping Time Vault, letting me play again, but look at this, what a devastator. Black Vice down, he has to answer that also on top of the Copper Tablet as he is on 2. And drawing 2 cards a turn with that Howling Mine. Wow, he goes to 1 with 4 in hand. Looking at the next 4 cards, and does not have an answer. So, MVP of the game, Copper Tablet. If you don't have a playset, now's the time to get them, apparently. Winning at Old School Magic. So, game number 1's down. We'll swap out some cards and move on to game number 2. And here we go with game number 2. Matt's on the play. Copper Tablet, like a set of direct current batteries to the nipples. Look at this, Matt. Turn 1, Island, Ivory Tower. That might be a pain in the ass for me. I throw down a Plateau and a Sapphire and an Ankh of Mishra. He's already up to 21 by his upkeep with that Ivory Tower. Plays a Strip Mine down. That's going to cost him 2 life. Taps 2 for a Time Vault. Yeah, he's down to 19. Passes to me. I mean, I have to beat that Ivory Tower clock. Black Vice will help cancel that out. I play down a Savannah Lions. So that'll be a threat until he finds a Tabby or a Stasis. Okay, he immediately untaps Time Vault. I chuck a Lightning Bolt at his face. Right, can't do that in response to the Time Vault. I always forget you can't respond to that reaction. You just start your next turn immediately. I may or may not have a Lightning Bolt in hand. We don't really know. So I play out a Strip Mine on my own and strip away his blue source. Come in for 2 with Savannah Lions. Knocks him down to 17. And it looks like I pass. Still have 4 in hand. That's under the Ivory Tower plan. He plays down a Tropical. Followed by an Ivory Tower. So Tropical is going to put him down to 15 life. Oh, look at this. I disenchant his Time Vault. He taps it, so he still gets his next turn. He's going to draw 2 with a Howling Mine he played out. And at this point, I know Howling Mine helps him with the Ivory Tower, but I feel like it can help me to deal a few extra damage here. Yeah, he's got a Tabby down, so I'm going to have to pay a tax on my Savannah Lions. But yeah, that Tabby also costs him 2 life. It is a land. Ankh of Mishra passes out that damage around the table. So he goes down to 13, shuts off his Howling Mine. I throw that Mox Sapphire behind my Savannah Lions. Help pay for it every upkeep, and I shoot a lightning bolt to Matt's face. That may or may not have been the bolt I showed earlier. So Savannah Lions in for another 2. Matt's down to 8. This game is clicking by. And a chain lightning. Wow, Matt's down to 5. Kind of headed towards the danger zone. He draws 2 again. Looks like he's stripping out my plateau. Another bolt. Look at this. Wow. Yeah, Matt's down to 2 life. He is no longer able to play land unless he deals with that Anka Mishra. Don't believe he has a way to. Shuts off his Howling Mine. Yeah, and that's it. Holy shit, that went quick. Pink Weenie takes it 2-0 against the Rapey Prison. As always, thanks for watching The Orb.